All right, let's talk about Alpine Princess here. She was second best behind Royal Spa and the Locust Grove. In the most recent start, she didn't have a great trip though, Tony. She was kind of taken back early to the pocket, lost position on the backstretch. Then she was in an uncomfortable spot, 6 wide off the far turn. She's a model of consistency. I like 9 furlongs for her. She is getting bet though. She's actually the second choice at 5-2. I'm slightly surprised about that.
I'm surprised she's 5-2 as the second choice. I mean, she has a good resume. 13 out of her 16 races have resulted in top 3 finishes. What she hasn't been able to do yet, Joe, is win a graded stakes race. She's knocked on the door on a couple of occasions, late 24, early 25. Her graded stakes race appearances this year, a good third to Royal Spa and Gingin in the Shawnee, a good second to Royal Spa once again in the Locust Grove. Maybe today's her breakthrough day in the graded competition.
Regaled was a good second over that 1.5 turn mile at Ellis Park in the Groupie Doll. A deeper out the back closer was third in the Locust Grove behind Royal Spa and Alpine Princess, just kind of passing everybody except those two late. Dominant performance in the Delaware Handicap against the soft field in the mud, and then a very respectable third in the Breeders' Cup Distaff when, again, she was picking up pieces late behind the somewhat surprising Gate-to-Wire winner in Scylla.
But, you know, the more you look at it, she is only a half a length behind Nitrogen. I don't know where Nitrogen would be in this race, but I think she would be a pretty defined favorite.
Oh, yeah, she almost caught her, too.
She almost caught her. She's in very good form. That race against Impel was absolutely huge, so much so that I supported her in the Locust Grove, and I forgot to put her in my stable mail and didn't realize she paid $8.40 in the subsequent start. Could have made a couple bucks there. Everyone was kind of on her bandwagon a little bit, 30-1. You know, 4-1's a nice price, and I think the mile and 8 distance is good for her.
I would agree. All right, we're going to send it down to Ren Carruthers. Ren, quickly, we got just 3 minutes to post time. We've got a special guest that is joining you.
Very special guest, Brad Cox is with me, trainer of the number 4 Alpine Princess, going to be making a first start since that runner-up finish here in the Locust Grove. How's she coming in?
Training great. We've been pointing for this since her last run, and she needs a breakthrough in a graded stake, and it's a tough group, but she's training well.
You got a big weekend coming up. I'm going to say just real quickly, I mean, for example, the Clark itself, you got 2 in there. Hit shows, won almost $9 million. First missions in there as well. Also a multi-millionaire. You got Further Ado this weekend, taking on the Kentucky Jockey Club, won by 20 lengths last out, and Life of Joy coming into the Goldenrod undefeated, having won the Rags to Riches. Who are you most excited to see run, or what is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
I guess the stuffing's the best, and or dressing, whatever. And look, we got a talented barn. Happy with our lineup this weekend, and hopefully they get good, safe trips and can win a few.
Brad Cox, who gets it right. Stuffing is the best side dish on Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Better than cranberries.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like stuffing?
Yeah, no doubt. I'll stuff myself with stuffing. 2 minutes to post, Tony. Any other final thoughts or any of these bombs interest you? I would say for me, if I had to pick one of the bombs, it would be the number 3 in Just My Heels. I thought ran a great race behind Standout Sensation, who was my original pick in this race. Had a ton of trouble in that race in late September. If you want a 30-1 to include in your wagers, this would be the one for me.
Maybe Corningstone, an Indiana bred who I think should like the distance, and she has Royal Spa in her company lines, and she's in pretty good form. But
not just any Indiana bred, Tony, the richest Indiana bred filly of all time.
Beautiful.
Corningstone. All right, horse set into the starting gate here shortly for the Grade 3 of Fall City. Good luck.
Post time in a minute. And the horses have reached a starting gate post time. Waiting for Alpine Princess, Corning Stone, and Regaled. They're in the gate. And they're off. And a good start for Corningstone. Breaks right out on top. Alpine Princess is asked for some speed right off the mark, too. Irad looking to his left and his right. No one's there, so they take it. Alpine Princess steps out to lead by a length and a half as Corningstone comes back on to grab second, and Chilled settles inside while third. Royal Spa's out of there in fourth. Regaled 3 or 4 wide fifth. Raging Sea settles in toward the rail sixth. Neon Icon in seventh early, and In Just My Heels will settle in as the trailer as they work their way to the backstretch run. Alpine Princess had the lead to herself earlier, but now there's company in Corningstone, and Corningstone is keen out there. In fact, Corningstone can wait no longer, and now she takes the lead down the backstretch run through an opening quarter in 24-2. So Corningstone not only takes the lead, clears off to lead by 2, forcing Alpine Princess to come off the rail and track from second. In the meantime, Royal Spa perched out 3 wide third past the half-mile pole. Chilled is down inside fourth, wide trip for Regaled in fifth. Raging Sea in some traffic sixth, give it a nudge in between. Then it's Neon Icon and In Just My Heels at the back of the pack. 3 furlongs from the wire. Alpine Princess wants the lead again, and here she comes. Alpine Princess up to grab the lead at the 2.5 furlong pole. Corningstone, emboldened by that, comes right back at it at the inside, and the two of them hit the top of the stretch together. Alpine Princess short lead. Corningstone's not backing down. Corningstone back in front at the 3/16, but Alpine Princess is set down for the drive. These two duel past the 8th pole. Alpine Princess up for the lead now. Corningstone grudgingly gives way, the rest with way too much to do. Alpine Princess will score by 2 on the wire. Corningstone second, Raging Sea got third, and Regaled was fourth.
Handicap, the Fall City Stakes really changed drastically at the start when Royal Spa did not break very alertly. Irad Ortiz, very heads-up ride, putting Alpine Princess on the lead and recognizing he had a big long shot, applying some pressure. He said, go ahead and take the lead, and I'll sit very chilly in second. That's why Irad Ortiz Jr. is one of the best jockeys in the country. Alpine Princess finally breaks through with a nice graded victory. She wins the 110th running of the Grade 3 Fall City Stakes.
Alpine Princess, a 4-year-old daughter of Classic Empire from Lemoyne by Curlin, owned by Full of Run Racing and Madaket Stables, trained by Brad Cox, the winning jockey, Brad Ortiz Jr. Time for the race, 150.46, not yet official.